Hi, today we're going to look at example 3.4, annual payment of a loan. So just like previous examples, we are using future value and present value charts, time value of money charts, in other words, to figure out future values and present values of money. Today we're going to look at the amortization chart to figure out our annual payment of a loan. So hopefully I can explain this to you and it makes sense, and you can go ahead and then complete the assignment or worksheet 3.4. This is a very useful piece of information that you will use throughout your life when making investment decisions, or determining how to when you would like to borrow money, how much, and making budgeting decisions to figure out if your investments or if your purchases and your borrowing make sense and if you can cash flow. So a very useful piece of information, and so hope you enjoyed it today. Farmer Frank is going to purchase a combine for $80,000. The loan will be for 5 years at 6% interest for the entire $80,000. Farmer Frank farms 500 acres every year. So, two questions, folks. What is Farmer Frank's annual loan payment, and what will be Farmer Frank's payment per acre to own this machine? So, a couple things to understand. It says 5 years, 6% for the entire $80,000. In other words, we're purchasing this combine for 80,000 and we're borrowing the entire 80,000. As most of you know, we can borrow money and we can put money down. Say we buy a farm, a house, a combine like this. We might put some money down or cash towards the purchase and then borrow a portion. So that's very common, especially if you're buying property like land or a house. You're going to be required to put 10, 15, 20, 25% down. Okay. Well, anyway, here's how we solve this problem. It's a 5-year loan for 6% interest. So we go to our chart. 6% interest, 5 years, just like other charts we've used. I get a number, 0.23740. Times the amount of money borrowed equals our annual payment. So in this case, 0.23740 times $80,000 gives us an annual payment $18,992. So, folks, in these problems, it's not quite as fun as the other problems we've done. In the other problems that we've done, we were able to earn interest, and in this case, we're paying interest. So, what's our total payment here? Well, it's a 5-year note at $18,992 per year. That's a grand grand total out of pocket repayment of $94,960. So we paid almost 15 grand in interest here when buying this combine. And how did I figure out the total repay? Is just simply 5 years times the annual payment. 18,992 times 5 years. Okay, second question in this problem though, what was Farmer Frank's per acre cost? So 18,992 divided by 5 years. Oh, excuse me, not 5 years, acres. 500 acres. 18,992 divided by 500 is $38.94 per acre. Ooh, pretty expensive. So there you can see, very useful information figuring out, was this $80,000? Doesn't sound like a very expensive combine. Certainly not by today's standards. We could spend a whole lot more, but when we figure out our payment per acre, we could hire it done for roughly the same money or less. In this case, our payment, that's not including fuel, repairs, labor. Uh, we're already at $38 an acre, so really important information, really important to be able to solve that problem. Okay, Farmer Fran is interested in purchasing her father's farm. The cost or price is $750,000. She will put down $100,000. That's what I talked about earlier, that down payment. So we will be borrowing the rest, she says. Okay, well, the first thing we do is figure out how much she's borrowing. 750,000 minus 100,000. We can do this in our heads. Is 650,000. That's how much we're borrowed. She'll put, let's see here. The loan will be 20 years, 5%. Okay, 5%, 20 years. 0.0824. Ooh, 0.08024. Okay. Make sure you read that chart right. It can be hard to read. 0.08024 times the total amount borrowed, 650,000, yields $52,156 per year. What will her annual payment be? That's it right there. How much will the total interest will she pay on this loan? Well, let's figure out the total repayment. 52,156 times 20 years equals $1,043,120. We initially borrowed. That's our total repayment, by the way. Take our total repayment minus our initial borrowing. And that will equal what we paid in interest. $393,120 of interest. Yeah, that's right. That's how banks make money. Banks are investing in us when they lend us money. Number 3, Farmer Pete is going to purchase a planter. By the way, let's go back here just for fun. It doesn't say how many acres this farm is, but if we wanted to figure out our payment per acre, we would just simply take our payment per year, divide by acres to figure out what our annual payment per acre is. Then we can obviously compare that to rental rates in our area, etc. Figure out, is it a good deal? Or figure out, can we make the payment? Can we make the payment per acre? When we do crop budgets, we always do it per acre. Figure out seed, fertilizer, etc. Put that land payment right in there into that budget and figure out, does it make sense? Can we make the payment? Farmer Pete's going to purchase a planter, $117,000. The loan will be for 5 years, 6% for the entire $117,000. So we're borrowing the $117,000 and 5 years, 6%. Okay, Farmer Pete farms 1,800 acres. What's the annual loan payment and what will he spend per acre? Okay, so let's find, we need to find the annual payment first. 5 years, 6%, 0.2370 times the borrowing there. So 117,000 times 0.23740 equals $27,775.80. That'd be the annual payment. Take that annual payment and divide that by 1,800 acres to get our payment per acre. So that's important for budgeting purposes, like I just said in problem 2, but it ends up being a cost of $15.43 per acre. Not too bad. Not too bad. Custom rate would be similar to that, little higher than that, but obviously we have to add fuel, time, repairs, etc. But we might be able to pay for this planner. So anyway, hopefully you understand how to use the amortization chart now, and hopefully this made sense to you. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, drop me an email, or stop by my office, and I'll do my very best to help you out. Thanks for your attention, and I wish you very good luck in completing this assignment.